It's just a public service announcement. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. H to the O.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Pro Sports Takes, but we're about to kick it up a notch. Instead of just making one take per episode, we're actually about to start making rankings for these takes. And no better place to start than with the MLB season coming around the corner, and we're talking World Series today. Who's going to be the champion at the end of the year when it's all said and done? Entering the season, who are the premier World Series contenders? So, B, I'm going to start us off, and we're going down to San Diego, or should I say Slam Diego, because I believe the number one team in baseball this year will be the San Diego Padres. You got Manny Machado, who is the leader that the team really needs. Fernando Tatis is already electric, the face of baseball, arguably with Mike Trout, and they wisely used their loaded farm system to stack up over the last year, and now they have as much talent as any team. They have like a special camaraderie about them, and they bring an element to the game no other team has that really makes it good for the league. So San Diego, it's time to win the first World Series in franchise history this year in 2021. After that, we're going to the American League because it's almost got to be the Yankees by default. The Twins haven't won a postseason game in 17 years and didn't really get significantly better. Tampa lost two of their best three starting pitchers and parts of that elite bullpen that carried them to the title last year. And then Houston, who went to the championship the 2 of the 3 years before that, lost the best hitter on the free agent market. So the lack of competition in the AL is really what makes New York so dangerous in the postseason, not to mention all the high-end talent they have in their lineup and the rotation reinforcements they added with two-time Cy Young winner Corey Kluber and James Centalion. Then we're going to go back out west for number 3, the reigning World Series champions. Of course, Vegas has LA at number 1, and for good reason. They were the best team in baseball all season, finally got over the hump with their new superstar Mookie Betts, and then became the first reigning champion to sign a reigning Cy Young winner. They're absolutely stacked, but their mindset of trying to win after years of falling short and the one they'll have this year will be two completely different things. There's a reason why no MLB team has won back-to-back championships in the 21st century, and LA has the talent to be the first, but San Diego just seems hungrier, has a better lineup, a better bullpen, and almost as good of a starting rotation, so I got to give the Padres the edge as the team who just has more to win. And then at number 4, going with Atlanta, the team that was just one game away from making their first World Series since those Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz days in the 90s. They weren't able to close it down, obviously, against a great Dodger squad, but they're bringing back their lethal lineup, a stout bullpen, a young starting pitching staff that's only going to have another year of experience. Mike Soroka, their ace, is going to be back, and they added the best Game 7 pitcher on the planet. So if they do get into another 7-game series this season, only an idiot would bet against Charlie Morton in those situations. So they definitely have that edge going for them, and they can make a real run this year. And then at number 5, this one's really tough because I think the Rays still have a great team. Oakland looks poised to make a run one of these years, and the Cardinals have the kind of veteran team, and Nolan Arenado being that superstar addition that usually leads to championship contention, but I'm going to go with the Twins here at number 5 because this can still be the best offense in baseball, and now they fixed that middle infield defense that was a problem when they acquired Andrelton Simmons, arguably the greatest defensive shortstop we've ever seen. And while the pitching isn't great, their GM, Derek Falvey, I believe, might butcher the name there, but he has to know that they got to make a move before the deadline to bolster that rotation with a big-name pitcher like Zach Greinke or Eduardo Rodriguez or Madison Bumgarner, someone to bring that kind of postseason experience and really help them get over the hump. So that's my 5. B, who's your top 5 teams to win it all this year?
All right, looks like we got the same number 1, man. I got to go down there with Slam Diego and the Padres. I love Manny Machado. I love Tatis. Those two players can really have that organization buzzing. They're going to be great for a long time, but I think they're going to get their first championship this year. So we're starting off with the Padres. Second, we're going to LA. They got the guy in free agency landing Trevor Bauer. He's the perfect personality and player to be in LA, and he's going to thrive there as they look to repeat, just like you said, Rob, which is a very tough thing to do. But if any team probably could do it over the last couple of years, if it wasn't the Astros, I think it could be this Dodgers team. They're so good from top to bottom. They're going to try to make that two-peat. Then I'm going with my personal favorite at number 3, and that's the Chicago White Sox. The Cubs' little brother hasn't won a ring since 2005, but I think they have some of that magic in their clubhouse with Tim Anderson and Jose Abreu. They got to work on their pitching a little bit, but I think that they can make a surprise this year, so that's my Cinderella team. Number 4, I'm going with the A's. I just love the way the A's play. They're one of those teams that can get hot and just keep winning and winning and winning. They are probably the best overall team. Like, they come together so well, and yeah, they haven't had that playoff success that great teams could have, but that camaraderie could really wind up riding with them in the playoffs, and they might be able to make some noise too. So I'm feeling the A's. The Yankees have been near the top of my list for the last couple of years, and they're coming in at number 5. The main problem with the Yankees is they just haven't been able to get over the hump, whether it's somebody just hits a late game bomb off Aroldis Chapman, or the Bronx Bombers just can't get it done when it really matters, when the bats have to get going. So it's going to be tough for them to come over the hump, but I think the Yankees are such a good team that they could really make it happen this year. So that's my 5. Go Slam Diego. I think the Padres are going to make something happen, but keep your eyes on the White Sox and the A's. The White Sox and the A's can make some noise. They're not really being thought of right now as World Series contenders. They're kind of a little lower on the list, but I think they can really make some noise and be that Cinderella team.
So there you go. Top 5 from me, top 5 from B. So make those World Series bets now. So lock it in. That's our take for the day, and you can find all Pro Sports takes on prosportsoutlook.com, or even better, if you're already subscribed to Pro Sports Outlook's YouTube channel.
And that wraps up this episode of Pro Sports Takes. And remember, we encourage everyone to go ahead and leave comments about the player or even the team you want us to discuss. Tweet us at PSO_sports, or simply use the hashtag ProSportsTakes. And we'll continue to monitor what's hot so we can give it a spot on our future show.
So we'll see you next time.
Until next time.